So you're about to watch my playthrough of Angel of Darkness DVD game with my buddy Nick. It's going to be really fun. We're going to do a chapter of that. Then we're going to do a Tomb Raider spotlight on a creator in the Tomb Raider community. And then you're going to see a question. The question of the week this week is, what's your favourite move of Lara Croft's?
Back, we're going to do another chapter of the Angel of Darkness DVD game. Last time we got 4 out of 5 points, and I guess we'll see if we can do better this time. I don't know how we could have done better last time. Probably done the stealth kill, I imagine.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. Yeah, you're right there.
But I quite enjoyed the way she just brutally shot the guy in the head multiple times.
Oh, that's the tricky one. I've got a feeling we're supposed to go stealth, but I kind of want to shoot him.
Shoot him?
Yeah, okay. I don't know what 3 points were for. Maybe you get like 3 for not dying and you drop by 1 point each death or something. I'm sure we'll find out.
Right,
okay.
Oh, you got passcode? You get that?
New passcode. It's blank for me.
Well, luckily I've got it, and I'll say for posterity it's 15995.
Jot that down in case you want to start at level 2 with 4 points.
If you want to play along at home with us. I love the score here. The Angel of Darkness music is top notch. Let's continue.
Okay, so I think we're on Rooftops of Paris.
Yes. And the mission is to find Margot Carvier's apartment.
Okay. Ready to press OK?
Yes.
The police is still
3,
on my trail,
2,
but I think that
You've
I can
done
get
it.
to Carvier's apartment this way.
It really feels weird not playing, like climbing the ladder.
The rain effect's really nice.
Well, I veto play safe.
Okay. I choose look. Can we look?
That cable runs across.
Okay.
I can use that.
Might be a point in it. Okay.
Literally telling you what to do. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure grab cable is what I would have done anyway. Jumping sounds dangerous, so
let's grab
have you already done it?
No. Grab cable.
Okay. Go.
And the action music comes in
They
again.
mustn't see me.
Ooh. So well, pulling up won't stop them seeing you, but jumping is surely going to lead to a death.
I don't think so. I think she needs to jump to get forwards onto that platform.
That's a slow
It's
peep
just
up.
for like getting the reps in.
I reckon it means hug onto the rope, and you become, you look like the rope. They'll just think, oh look, someone's doing some washing.
Like a slop on the rope.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're 50-50 here. I guess we'll just take it in turns. So which one should we do? We'll do jump this time.
Your choice.
Let's go pull up then. Let's do it. I think jump would be
Is she gonna get
either that
shot?
or
No.
they didn't see us because we pulled up. I know you want to probably look, but I reckon hiding is the best course of option here.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's hide.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Go for it is an option. Just go for it.
Go for it. All right then.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do
Go
it.
for
Ooh, copy the sequence.
Press up, down, one. Okay.
Tricky.
Okay.
Did you do it successfully?
Yeah.
A point.
It's not exactly like a dance game where you have to do it at the right time or anything, is it? It really
No,
is
I
the
don't
most basic, easiest thing. I suppose what
It's
I'm
like-
hoping for from this game overall of Angel of Darkness without having to play the buggy game.
You just play a buggy DVD game instead. Do you want to look then and get the answer?
Yeah, okay.
There may be a
Sounds
way in
sensible.
through the glass.
Let's look.
Then a jump is probably in order.
Okay, let's jump.
Oh, she didn't go in the glass. Your shout.
Climb. Let's press onwards. We are climbing up.
Bet there was a point under that glass. Oh, I'm getting a cue to press up. I don't know about you.
Yeah, let's do that. You hearing a
This
heartbeat
is-
as well?
Yeah, that must be like the equivalent of a quick time.
I like that the quick time's really slow. When I was doing my playthroughs of like Anniversary and Underworld, I missed the quick time events so often. Ow.
She's
Landed
fine.
on a handle.
Oh, I'm
Carvier's apartment is just around the corner.
loving the double denim. Double denim Lara is my favourite.
Wait, did she just find his calling card in the dumpster?
Carvier's apartment is just around the corner.
It could well have been. Yeah, where else would she have got that from?
It looked like she got it out of her pocket, so maybe she had it before. But like, what wasn't the whole point of that chapter to find Carvier's apartment?
Maybe that's part of the stuff. Maybe that's part of the storyline cut from the game, and they thought, oh well, we cut it from the DVD as well. Uh-oh. Oh no, 4 points. There you go. Pretty good. We should finish the scores, I reckon, this episode. So 4 out of 5, which brings our total to 8 out of 10.
Not bad.
8 out of 100. Sorry. Yeah.
So I'm
And
guessing
password.
It's going to be quite structured and like it's going to be 5 points per chapter.
Yeah, that makes sense. That will give us 20 chapters. So that's
one
all
thing
right.
I do like about games, when it's divisible and it's quite predictable how, because then you can like plan like, oh, I'm going to play this much more. Or, I like that about it.
I think that's why Chronicles work quite well for the race system, because the fairly equal lengths of the levels, none were much longer like in previous Tomb Raiders. They
Well,
got
if you look at Tomb Raider 4, where it's kind of the beginnings of what you would call an open world game nowadays, you just sort of continue and there's a little loading screen perhaps to get you to the next area, but it immediately sort of follows on from the previous area we're in.
and revisiting as well in that. So yeah. Well, that is 8 out of 100. Keep the tally, and we'll head back to hear what else we've got to say.
What do we have to say? I don't know. It's time for a spotlight. Tomb Raider Spotlight, and this week I've got a talented artist for you, Nick. Goes by the name of James Chester. I'm going to read out his handles for you now. On Twitter, he's jches16, and JPC_artwork on Instagram, and he's got Jason Chester 22 on Twitch. Now, this guy is both a digital and a traditional artist, and he does Tomb Raider inspired art as well as other games on top of that. And he does low poly renders of the levels. So he has this series, which he started doing on Twitch now as well, where you can watch him build the level up, and it's kind of like a miniature, like a cube sort of, and a scene from that level that sort of encapsulates it, and it has the big sort of set pieces from that level. It might have Lara doing an iconic pose. It might have the biggest enemy type, or the biggest platforming section of that level, and it really just sort of captures that level, even though it's only one sort of made up scene from it, rendered in a sort of low poly way. So they're beautiful. I recommend everybody to go and check him out. I'm going to give you those socials again. You've got jches16 on Twitter, jasonchester22 on Twitch, and jpc_artwork on Instagram.
Wow, thanks for the tip. Sounds great. And I'll be checking that out in the week. But for now, we've got our question of the week. And this week, we were going to talk about our favourite moves from the Tomb Raider game. So, what are your thoughts on Lara's athletic abilities?
Well, they're clearly very good, aren't they? I like how you're introduced to them in number 1, and she talks you through them on the roll map.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button. Now press it again and quickly press one of the directions, and I'll jump that way.
That's quite cool. And you've got the most basic and limited sort of list of moves in Tomb Raider 1. However, you do have a secret one, which isn't even included in the instructions, and this is the handstand as you're pulling yourself up. So if you hold one of the shoulder buttons, I think it is, as you are pulling yourself up, you go into a handstand, which I think is really elegant and cool, and it's a nice little secret, a nice little discovery.
I didn't realise that wasn't in the instruction booklet. That's interesting. Yeah.
And we also have the swan dive from Tomb Raider 1, which looks pretty beautiful, and that goes throughout the series, isn't it? I've only just managed to master this, though, figure out what buttons you need to press, and I'm just diving into the ground and killing myself all over the place.
I mean, I may laugh, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you what the buttons are. I just kind of hold all the shoulder buttons, maybe. I think the moves kind of developed as the series went on, and number 1, obviously the opener, the first in the series, they kind of built on that in Tomb Raider 2 by improving on perhaps one of the weak points is the underwater. When you pull a lever, you have to slowly spin round, whereas the roll underwater was a definite welcome addition. And the introduction of vehicles came in too, which I guess isn't strictly move set, but you're in a boat, you're driving, that's a movement. I think that was kind of 2. Any notable other additions?
I'm thinking when you get to 3, you have like your crawl and your sprint, and they sort of open up different avenues for level design. And you have the monkey bar swing, don't you, in 3?
You do. I think that starts in 3, yeah. 4, I think they really start becoming more creative, and I know we've mentioned before about the frustrating sometimes conveyance of mechanics like the jump pull switch, and they exist, but they're not clearly communicated in the training level. There's the notorious rope swing.
Yes, I was going to say that it kind of continues into 5 with some of the notorious move sets, because you have the tightrope on that.
Whoa, whoa.
And the first person view, I think that started in 4, but it develops, particularly in the Von Croy levels, in 5 as well, and I quite liked the addition of the different weapon types as well. Again, not strictly a move, but I think it's all linked. But that was completely overhauled, wasn't it, in the reboot, where personally I got on with those controls very well. I know you may have something to say about that, but I found them quite fluid and quicker, and I just appreciated the more natural movement. I mean, you've got to, anyone has to agree that they're not particularly natural in the first one. Obviously, we can love them, but no one actually moves like that.
Well, like a tank, yeah. But I prefer it. I couldn't get used to the first reboot sort of set of controls. However, I would say it was cool when you were doing skids on your bike in Underworld and like just killing like skeletons and stuff.
That was good, yeah. And I think they developed numerous movements by the latest reboot with climbing trees and using ice pick to climb on surfaces, so more natural looking surfaces that you can traverse.
You had the grapple hook in the Legend series, and different types of climbing as well that were developed. Let's not forget those. A little shout out to I think it's in 5 where you can at last do a little forward flip out of crawl spaces because it took so long to
Yes,
around and drag yourself out.
great impression.
Thank you.
I think
like
that's
the length
actually
of it.
that's probably actually got to be my pick favorite, because it's so frustrating the turning around, particularly when it was only like a 1 block wide crawl space in 4. So yeah, the forward flip, just immersion and reduced frustration. So I think, not the most all singing all dancing, but I think that was probably the best addition.
I think special move, you've got to look for something with flair, and if it's the best move, it's got to be something like the adrenaline dodge or the swan dive. But I think I might go with the handstand as my favourite.
On the swan dive, what about Anniversary, where you do the swan dive and then the somersaults? That is flair.
Super flair, and actually she can do flips and stuff in that one.
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
So that's quite cool too.
Alright, thanks for watching. If you liked, give it a like. Please give the channel a subscribe, and you'll see episodes like this coming out every week.